Hi everyone, welcome to my digital resources analysis. Education.com is a great website for lesson planning. There are free printable worksheets on this website, and it's sorted by grade level from preschool to 8th grade. It offers lots of games for the children to play as well. However, there is only a limited number of free uses, and once you reach that, then you have to pay for the website. I'm not exactly sure how many uses there are, as I've used this in the past. So yeah, but it's $8.99 a month or $71.88 per year. However, in the grand scheme of things, that isn't that much money a month. It's not free. This is education.com. As you can see, I'm on the printable worksheet slide. If I go over here to enter library, or entire library, sorry, you'll see some examples of different things that they offer. And on this page, you can see down here, it says 3rd grade math worksheet. Or over here, preschool math worksheet. Down here, preschool social studies. If you go over here, you'll see by grade, and I can click on preschool. Since I'm a preschool teacher, this is the slide that I most often use. And I can slide down and find something that I think would be interesting for my kids to use, such as these number cards. While these number cards may not, these number cards wouldn't be something that the kids would necessarily use. Oops. Looks like I don't have any more free resources remaining, but if I were to upgrade to the premium, I would have access to download this and print it out and then cut it out, and I would probably laminate these and then quiz my kids on it. If I go back over here and click on this one, this one, this is the letter A practicing sheet. It shows the kids how to form the letter A, and this is a really good example of something that we would use in my classroom, and we would download it off of the website like this. And I have used this website in the past to help form lesson plans for different classes that I have been in. So they do offer different lesson plans, different things based on whatever assignment you would be doing. They also offer fun online games, such as the Math Hopper here. Let's see if I can play it really quick. Nope, I can't play it. As you can see, I have used this website quite a bit in my class and for work, as I don't have access to anything anymore. But I did use it for quite a while. I can switch the grade, and it goes clear up, so it goes from preschool to 8th grade, and it gets steadily harder as it goes along. Not everything. Preschool and kindergarten share several of the lessons and worksheets that they offer. if you go down here, you can search based on the standard that you want to use, that your school is using. They offer Common Core, Texas Essential Knowledge and Skills, Virginia Standards of Learning, Next Generation Science Standards, and they also offer some of the Canadian and Australian standards as well. It's a very easy website to navigate, but the one drawback is that you only have a limited amount of free worksheets or games that you can play, but it's really worth a look at. Lexipedia.com is an online thesaurus. It's simple to use, it's easy to use, honestly. It offers complete definitions of pretty much any word you can think of. However, it's really easy to get lost in the more complicated webs, and I will show you the webs on the next slide. And it's not the best resource for lower grades. I would say any child that's below 3rd grade would not be able to really use it. This is Lexipedia.com. It's an online dictionary / thesaurus. As you can see here, the word that was typed in was back. And you go down here and you can see that the web is quite complicated for this word. If you go over here, you will see that there are 15 nouns that are related to the word back, 16 verbs, 15 adverbs, 5 adjectives, 65 fuzzynyms, 11 synonyms, and 25 antonyms. If I click on these over here, I can show you exactly which ones are nouns. So the back, in American football, the position of a player on the football team who is stationed behind the line of scrimmage. The verbs, you can scroll down or you can go over here and click on it. The verbs are back, travel backward, back into the driveway. The car backed up and hit a tree. Adverbs. Back, in or to or toward a former location. She went back to her parents' house. And so on. So you can see the different ones. Now, when you go over here, you can see that the purple ones are the fuzzynyms, the darker red ones are the antonyms, the orange ones are verbs, the dark green ones are synonyms, the blue ones are adjectives, and the light red ones are nouns. So it's fairly straightforward, but I could imagine that it would be easy to get lost in one of these webs when you're trying to find an exact word. For words like run, you just type it in and then you click the search over here. And then again, 7 nouns, 36 verbs, 6 synonyms, 8 antonyms. And you just go through and kind of look at them. Both of the webs that I've shown you so far have been fairly simple. This is another fairly simple one. But they can get more complicated. Depending on what word you type. Look at this one. This one is extremely complicated, and I could imagine that anybody trying to use this, even myself, would get really lost. So thankfully over here it does offer these easier ways to go about it and to try to find an easier way to organize it. It does offer different languages, so it offers English, Spanish, German, French, Dutch, and Italian. And as far as I am aware, this website is free to use. And like I said in my notes earlier, I would say that this website would be really good for anybody above 3rd grade, but any student that's below that, it might not be the best or easiest website for them to use. Pinterest.com is a simple, easy to use form of social media. It's a great place to find worksheets or group activities. And it's my favorite place to find ideas for decorating my classroom. However, ideas and posts are not always as clear as they could be, and the directions are not always available for certain activities or even for how to do certain decorations. And not everything is free to use, but all of the images on Pinterest are free to look at, but the websites that they're connected to may not be. This is my work Pinterest board. As you can see, I have lots of ideas and things for my preschool classroom on here. One thing that is super cool about Pinterest is that you can find all kinds of really cool decorating ideas or craft ideas, or even these kinds of things over here, which are really good activities and things for your classroom. And then once you do click on an image or an idea, you can scroll down from it, down here, and you can find other things that are related to it. They have cute little videos that are really short and easy to follow, and they have other things on here. Sometimes their ideas and things aren't as easy to follow as they should be because they don't include the directions in their post, or when you do go to the website that they post on, the directions aren't there. So that is one thing that you have to look out for when you're using Pinterest. Like with this one up here, you'll notice that while it does give you the list of items that you need in order to implement this, it doesn't necessarily give you the directions for this play. So that means that it's up to you to figure out how to do it. This one's simple enough that most people probably could, but there are ones that are a lot more difficult. There's also this over here, which you can choose to try to get some more ideas and things. So this particular one I really like, and so what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on it, and I'm going to go over here to save. I'm going to switch it to my preschool one, and then I click saved, and there we go. It's already saved. While I think that Pinterest has a lot of really good ideas and things on it, there are times that it's not as useful as it might seem, especially because not every single idea will work in everyone's classroom. And so that's where the issues come in. IXL.com is a easy to use resource with games to help kids learn. The games are quick and easy, and they are all skill games based on what the skills you want them to learn. However, teachers must be there with the children in order for lower grades to play, as the website is a little bit complicated, so a child would not be able to go in and pick a game themselves, and a lot of the games require the kids to be able to read in order to play, even for the preschool age. It also only allows you a number of games to play before you need to buy a membership, and the memberships are based on what you want it for. So if you want to buy the family membership, the classroom membership, or the district slash school membership, those are all the tiers that you can buy. This is IXL.com. It's a great resource for learning skills and that type of thing. Lots of teachers use it. We've used it in our classroom a few times. If you look on this page, you'll see it has pre-K, kindergarten, first grade, clear up to even 12th grade with pre-calculus. There's also some Spanish skills that they offer. I haven't done much exploring of this website because I mainly use the pre-K skills. When you click on the grade that you want, let me go back. So you can either say, I want to learn pre-K math skills or pre-K language arts. I'm going to click language arts, and then you go here and you quickly look at which setting or which category you want to look at, and then you'll click on it and look at it, and you'll say, I want my kids to learn about rhyming today, and then it has two options. So which two words have the same ending, or choose the end picture, or choose the picture that rhymes with the word. So then I'll click on that one, and I'll go over here, and it's a game. So which word rhymes with pup? Would it be cup or box? Cup. and then you click submit. Which word rhymes with but? Nut or frog? Nut. And then it keeps your score over here. It keeps how much time you've been on, how many questions you've answered. And then I'm going to answer this one wrong, just to show you what happens. You don't get your score up, and it tells you, sorry, but this is incorrect. The correct answer would have been bed. And then you can come down here, and if you have a teacher sitting with the student, you can help the kids learn some other words that would rhyme. So like tip and slip, last and fast. But tip and last don't rhyme because they end different. So the word fed and bed end the same. And then you click got it, and you're like, oh, which word rhymes with net? Or net. One thing that, especially with pre-K students, as they can't read, they do have to have a parent or teacher with them at all times when they're using this website. Otherwise, they won't be able to do it because most kids won't look at this word up here and read not. They'll just say, what am I supposed to do? It's a fairly easy website to navigate and to learn how to use. To go back out, you can just go out. I'm going to go back to grades. Let's see, let me show you something that would be in 2nd grade. How many syllables does a word have? And as you can see, it's not quite as straightforward as the preschool one would be because I was not sure what they were asking on this one. But it's still a really easy game for the kids to play. So like calendar would have 3 in it. And then at this point, it does look like you have to join a membership in order to continue. So that is one of the downsides of this website. pbslearningmedia.org is a great website for teachers of all kids of all ages. It's relatively easy to navigate, and there are lots of really fun games for the kids to play, and there's a lot of interactive lesson plans for teachers to use. I know that one of the teachers that I work very closely with uses pbslearningmedia.org to send her kids lesson plans on E-days, which are the snow days that we have here. However, it is slightly harder to navigate once you've entered a game or a lesson plan. You can't go back to the main page without exiting out of your tab and going to a different tab. So it is a little bit more complicated. Children wouldn't be able to just easily use the website without a parent or a teacher's help. This is the pbslearningmedia.org website, and they offer lots of short little clips and videos
for kids to learn about different things in the world around them. If you scroll down, you'll also see that they offer interactive lesson plans for kids. So as you can see, I'm in the teacher view right now. I'm pretty sure I can switch it over to the student view and see what the kids can see during these lesson plans or these lessons if we were to implement them in our classroom. Over here, you can see that you can share it to your Google Classroom if you have one set up. You can share the link with the students, assign a lesson, you can share it on social media, or you can favorite it on this website. If I click launch, then it shows you the different things that we'll be learning about in this lesson, such as the 26 letters in the alphabet, 21 consonants, 5 vowels, upper and lower case. There are videos to watch. And as you can see, there are more videos and other things. And then there's little games here and there throughout the lesson. With this one, you're supposed to drag the letters from over here to where they're missing over here. And then hit submit. And then I think at the end of the lesson it will tell you whether you did it correctly or not. Down here you can see that you can unsubmit and continue working, or you can clear and restart what you've done. There's more videos, more games, that kind of thing. It gets a little bit harder as it goes on. That way the kids are learning and not just seeing a picture and trying to copy what they think is supposed to happen. Fairly simple, easy to use lessons. If you look over here, you can see the different things that this lesson includes. So it's the start page, the song, the alphabet book, and then the arrange it things, and then the end. So to get out of this, you have to go, it's not as easy as it should be. So but in order to get out of it, you really just have to go to your other tab, because it opens up a new tab, and then exit out of that one. Then you can go back and you can find a different lesson plan that you might want to do in your classroom, or a different video or something that's on their website. Oops. They also offer interactive game type things down here with characters that the kids might know. So this one is an interactive with Clifford the Big Red Dog. Most kids know who that is, so it might help them stay focused on
Adventure stories! Let's go! Which book do you want to read first? Astronauts. The astronauts left home, traveling to space in their rocket ship. They zoomed across the universe to explore faraway stars and planets.
As you can see, there are other things that the kids could do with Clifford the Big Red Dog. There's 3 games up here.
Hey, videos!
There's videos. And
Activities!
there's activities. To get out of this again, you just have to go back to your other tab, exit out of the first tab, and then backspace back to where you want to be. Some of these lessons are also available in Spanish, which is a really cool feature. They also have things like Pinkalicious, that kind of thing, which again, the kids really do know about, and it would really help keep them engaged. There are really helpful short little videos up here about things like coronavirus.
My name is Dr. Wheatgrass, and I'm a helper. Have you heard about a virus making people sick? It's called the coronavirus.
There's videos on washing your hands correctly. There's videos for your parents if you wanted to include those in your Google Classroom or to send them to the parents. So it's a very simple website that has a lot of good things for the kids. It is a little bit harder to use. I do think that a teacher or a parent would need to be the one to set up whatever the students were going to be using that day. But otherwise, I think that it's a really good website to help keep the kids focused on learning.